Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Harmony Lives in Me. My name is Christine. I write to inspire, motivate, and encourage women as well as men. And I share um, my meditation readings on a regular basis that I read in the mornings. And this meditation that I'm going to be reading today is called Ego. I like to also tell you all that I started writing meditation books, inspirational, motivational books for women as well as men, because there was a time in my life where I was in a very dark place and I was given this little black book, One Day at a Time. And it had some very profound, um, powerful encouragement, empowering words to get me through one day at a time. So I just have been reading meditation books since then, and I began writing meditations books, starting with my memoir, uh, spreading powerful encouragement to women as well as men, and I have gone on to write several other books. But in this meditation, it reads about the ego, and it starts with a famous quote by Stuart Wilde. The ego needs recognition. The spirit does not need to thank itself. The ego wants to be noticed. It needs stroking, pumping up, and limelight. The ego needs to compete just to prove it is better. It senses a danger around every corner, difficulty in every challenge, and trouble coming through every one. The ego can never be enough, do enough, or have enough. And I looked up the Western definition um, of the word ego, and it reads, the I or self of any person, his thinking, feeling, willing, and distinguishing itself from the selves of others. So the ego is you, who you are. And the ego in itself feels that there's trouble coming around every corner. Um, there's danger. I need to compete. I need to prove I'm better. And the reason uh, we put our egos are so competitive because we have allowed our ego to overrule our spirit. Our spirit is what God puts on the inside of each and every one of us, and our spirit is just being. It's just who you are um, in God. And he wants, and it say the spirit does not need to thank itself because the spirit is just being. So it goes on to say the ego can never be enough, do enough, or have enough. The goal of the ego is to be well liked and authorized because for some reason it does not feel qualified. The spirit is qualified by light, the light of truth, peace, joy, and love. And all of those things are characteristics of who God is because the spirit feels it is qualified by light, and and of course the spirit is going to feel qualified because that is who God truly is, the light of truth, peace, joy, and love. It does not seek to condemn, condone, or compromise what it is. It simply knows and is it. The spirit does what it can and moves on to something else. It does not ask for an award or wait for rewards. It is just spirit being spirit. One of the difficult problems in the world is the competition of egos. And we see that all over social media, all over the internet, on jobs, and of course in sports arena, everywhere. Everybody ego is competing with one another. They want to be noticed and applauded, so they compete and dominate. And I guess that's just human nature. But it says here, the ego can never be enough, do enough, or have enough. So when you have this uh, ego-driven spirit, you're it's never going to be satisfied. Because when you compete and dominate, you're going to probably want to compete and dominate somewhere else, the next place or the next um, platform or wherever you may be. Okay. They want to be noticed and applauded, so they compete and dominate. When we truly understand that we are spiritual beings, we will no longer have a need for recognition. We will do what we can because we can do it by virtue of the light of the Spirit. So it's saying here, when we truly understand that we are spiritual beings, we will no longer have a need for recognition. But I think everybody wants to be noticed, but it's good to want to be noticed for who you are. But I don't think it's good to always want to have this ego-driven competitiveness with everybody you meet. That can become a problem. Difficult in every challenge and trouble coming through everyone. I don't think you should feel that way. I think we should be satisfied and to just live in the spirit and to live in who God created us to be, is spiritual beings. I thought this was a rare written meditation, and I hope that it inspired you to really look at who you are as a person, that you are enough through the spiritual being that God, creature that God made you to be. So thank y'all for coming to my page. Have a happy Saturday, and also happy Mother's Day to all the mothers all over the world. It is truly a blessing and a gift to be a mother. I am so thankful that I am a mother of two healthy sons, and I am truly blessed. So, and I'm just so glad I'm a mother. I mean, there has always been some challenges, and I've gone through a lot being a mother, raising two sons, but I wouldn't take it back for anything in the world. So y'all have a blessed Saturday and have a happy Mother's Day. Be blessed.